And thank you for staying with us. It's time for health on this Tuesday morning. Dr. Olatubi Olawale is our guest today. Of course, he's a physiotherapist with specialty, and I must say this one of the best out there in sports medicine and orthopedics rehabilitation. And today we're talking about the role of physical exercise in cancer prevention and also management. Wonderful. It's great to have you, Doc.
Same here, man.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I always love talking to this man when it comes to physiotherapy and all of that. This is Cancer Awareness Month, you know, breast cancer and other forms of cancer and all of that. So it is quite instructive that we're talking about this, you know, physical exercise. Yes. We know with the myriad of how causes of cancer and all of that. We're not getting into all of that. But let's start. Is it possible? Physical exercise, can it really help in the prevention of cancer?
Yes.
How can it do that?
It's very possible in the sense that physical exercises helps in reducing your obesity, one.
Okay.
And helps strengthen your immune system.
The immune system, so that it can fight.
Because one thing about most cancers actually are caused by overweight and obesity. Some cancers, anyways, are caused by obesity and overweight.
Wow.
So physical activities reduces your weight and even prevents you from having cancers.
You know, in spite of all of this, I have some very stubborn acquaintances and friends who will still insist that they don't want to start physical exercise one way or the other. Even when it comes to some people who traveled out, I was talking about how in the UK, they have to walk in long distances. So when you walk 30 minutes, 1 hour a day, that can already take care of your physical needs and all that. But here, we don't walk. You want to go to your estate gate to buy something, you enter your car and you drive there. Even short distances. How important is it that we inculcate moving around in our daily routines? If we say we don't have time to go work out or something.
One of the causes of mortality in the world now is sedentary lifestyle.
Sedentary lifestyle.
Because most people don't do anything. Physical inactivity. Now there's a global initiative which is called Exercise is Medicine.
Wow.
So now you prescribe exercise as if you're prescribing medicine now.
Whoa.
Exercise is medicine. Now, the role of this initiative is to encourage doctors or physicians to prescribe physical exercises for patients to prevent ailments and to manage ailments such as cancers, cardiovascular diseases. So, exercises now, it is very, very important to do at least 150 minutes of exercise in a week.
Wow.
At least 30 minutes per day for 5 days.
For 5 days.
At least for moderate intensity exercise now.
See, that's even moderate. That's not even high intensity.
That's not moderate intensity means at least brisk walking. So I tell people, we are going to that bus stop, park your car here and walk over there.
You know, this thing happened last night. I wanted to drive to somewhere to get something, and okay, let's walk. And then I just walk, and the rain dollar started. I say, I'm for drive over. I say, don't worry. I don't know that, you know. So, but wonderful. This is prevention and all of that. When it comes to management, how can you move around with it when it comes to when you already do have cancer? How can you manage it with physical exercise?
One thing about cancer is that there are management for cancer.
Okay.
And the treatment for cancer has some side effects.
Okay, yes.
So now most of the side effects actually are reduction of fatigue, weakness, and bone weakness. One thing about cancer is actually causes weakness of the bone, weakness of the muscles. So once you exercise yourself regularly, you strengthen your muscles, you strengthen your bones. Your cardiopulmonary endurance is increased. So even the results of the treatment affects you. So that's one of the essence of physical exercises.
When it comes to management.
Even after the surgery or anything you do about cancer, when you exercise yourself regularly, you get better. That's what I just tell people.
Now, there's a rule. I know people have different rules. Some call it 20-20-20. That's talking about people in the office. Say, okay, if you sit down for 20 minutes, stand up and walk for maybe 5 or 10 minutes and all of that. Trying to find ways or hacks, I would say, to inculcate physical activities if you do have a sedentary lifestyle. We've seen that, of course, after COVID, a lot of people work from home. Someone can sit down and make money just by sitting down. You have a system, you make money, you have internet and all of that. So there is now the world in some ways virtual. I don't have to come here to have a meeting with you. We can have it on Zoom. So the world is done, and then there's Meta with Facebook. Everybody wants to be in one place. So the world as it stands is pushing us towards that distance. how important is it now when we talk about people? People have these rules whereby they stand up and all of that. Is there anything that you can talk about when it comes to, for someone who's sedentary in the office, how can you find a way to go around all of
I
this?
tell people in the office, when you're in the office settings, put your printer very far away from your seat.
Ah, I like that. I like that.
When you are to print something, you stand up, pick it up,
Don't send an office assistant
don't send
or
an
an
office
intern.
assistant. That's one of the major things I used to tell people. Put the printer very far away from your seat.
I like this.
Stand up and move. And I tell people, don't sit in a position for more than 40 to 45 minutes. If you sit in a position for more than 40 to 45 minutes, stand up, break it, 15 minutes, go walk around. And one thing about physical activities, when we go to prescription of physical activities, is that you have to have the frequency, the intensity, the type of exercise, and the time of exercise you want to do. Frequency in the sense that how many times in a week do you want to do your exercise?
You want to do exercise.
Now, intensity, is it moderate exercise? Is it high intensity exercise? Now, the type of exercise now depends on what you want to do. We have the cardiopulmonary exercise, that's the aerobic exercise. We have the strengthening exercise. We have the flexibility and stretching exercise. So we have different kind of exercise.
Different kinds.
So incorporate all these kind of exercise
All of
into your
them.
daily activities. I tell
do.
people also to, instead of you do house chores too, it's part of exercise. Gardening, sweeping, clearing the grasses and everything. Wash your car, waxing your car. Those things, try to be physically active. That's what the initiative we're trying to say. Physical activity prevents a lot of ailments.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I want you to give a final word. There are some people in the PCR now, they are sitting down. They will sit down for 1 hour, 45 minutes. How can those people now? Because Alima, Olamide, Shegun, who is there? They are sitting down. They have to sit down because they are working. Soli, who is there also? There's Busayo, sitting down too much. Busayo now be eating pounded yam, sitting down. But, you know, what can they do? Alima, it's you be sitting down. Can they stand up and do what they're doing? 1 hour 45 minutes is too much.
It's a conscious effort. You must be deliberate about it.
It must be.
You must be deliberate about it.
All of you should stand up. All of them should stand up now. Doctor, it's a pleasure having you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
And I hope people there can pick up something that they can learn. Thank you so much, Doctor. Looking forward to having you next week.